Humane Pennsylvania will be hosting a grand opening for its newly renovated Lancaster campus this Saturday. And here to tell us all about it is President and CEO Karel Minor. Good morning, Karel, and thanks so much for being with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
All right, so you guys have been busy, right? You guys are getting ready to open. Tell us about all the renovations.
We're super excited. We have been renovating our adoption spaces for cats and for small animals, critters we call them, and we've also opened a public boarding facility at the location to help with people that need assistance finding a good boarding location that they can afford and can help their special animal.
Talk a little bit about the boarding as well, because that's not super common among humane places, correct?
No, it's not. I think it's going to be in the future. We're the first nonprofit boarding kennel in Pennsylvania. There are a few around the country, but just like veterinary services started to expand for people that needed access to them, boarding services are really getting limited, or they're pricing people out of the market. Often people that have animals with special behavior needs, health needs, even canine police officers, they can't get into boarding spaces. So offering this, we think, is a really important service.
And how many boarding spaces are you going to have?
Well, we're going to have up to 50 when we're done for dogs, and that many for cats as well. But this is phase one of the renovation. So we're starting with our first 2 kennels, and we're building as we expand into the service.
And talk about some of the other changes that you guys are going to have too.
Well, what we're really excited about is the cat adoption center and the small animal adoption center in particular. Cats really have suffered from not having enough space in animal shelters and really got the short end of the stick in housing. As the animals that come into shelters have been reduced, we often get animals that spend more time with us, and we can start to put thought to that really their quality of life while they're with us and the quality of the experience for the people coming to adopt. So we hope people will come check out just how different this center is.
And of course, we're always talking about the influx that so many of these shelters all across the area are facing. Talk about how this new space, kind of a new renovation, gives you a chance to offer just so much support, not only to the animals, but really the community.
Well, that's it. And we've actually seen a 90% decrease in the number of animals entering shelters over the past 50 years, and a huge decrease in the number of animals dying in shelters, which is wonderful. But what it means is they'll stay with us longer often as more people adopt and they live longer. But what we know is people are bringing animals to shelters because they lack a service often. So if we can provide affordable veterinary care, sterilization services, boarding services, all the supports that they need through pet pantry and other things that we offer, we can keep animals at home where they belong rather than coming to us and needing to be adopted again.
All right, so you mentioned phase 1.
Yes.
When does phase 2 kick off?
We have the grand opening for phase 1 on Saturday, and on Monday we start phase 2. So a lot of what we had to do, because we didn't shut down operations, we have to move animals from one place to the next, and then start working on the area they were just in. And much of our work also is outside, so it's been weather dependent, and really until the spring weather comes around, we can't do phase 2. So we expect the next 90 days we're going to wrap up phase 2, and we'll let you know all about it.
So you're hoping around this summer for it to all be said and done, right?
Yep.
All right, and then, like you said, the grand opening is on Saturday as well.
It's on Saturday at 11 o'clock on 2195 Lincoln Highway East in Lancaster.
All right, well, thank you so much, Karel, for being with us. Of course, we have a lot more information. You can find it on fox43.com, and the grand opening, like you said, is going to kick off at 11 on Saturday. Check it out on fox43.com.